Okay, so this may or may not have taken me like a couple days to figure out because I was having to watch the baby the days I was making these videos. I was able to work on it like for the past 4 days for like an hour or two, and then I would try to do it at night, which is like the best time because she sleeps longer at night. But let me give you a tour. And then I still have to edit some settings. Isn't it spring? Cause why is everything dead? Okay. This is the family that I have made, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the storyline that I'm coming up with for this, and then I guess we'll just keep going along from there. And I would really like to hear your guys' feedback. So this is the house. It took me literally forever to make. I want to say maybe like 3 hours split up to make, because I wanted something that was like very countryside, but then I didn't want to make it too like worn down. I wanted it to be old money but built up, you know. And then they still needed to have like all the farm stuff that I wanted them to have, and then that little shed in the back for one of the characters. So I'm gonna walk you through the house, and then I'm gonna walk you through what each character and what like the point is of each character in the story plot that I'm going for. So as you can see, if we start at the bottom, we have a little wraparound porch down here. I really wanted a wraparound porch, but I didn't want it to go all the way around the house because I felt like that was a little overkill. But I really like the way this turned out. I honestly, like, I'm not much of a builder. I like more of like the story aspect and building the characters of The Sims. So I was really impressed by how this came out. This is probably one of my favorite houses that I've ever made. And yeah, we have a little bike here for somebody. But then you come inside and you have a washroom, a bathroom. This is one of the characters. And you have this little hallway leading us to the kitchen. It's very like warm, very dark, very cozy. I didn't want to make it bright just because the outside of the house is already bright, and I wanted to go for a more cozier theme on the inside. But I did use like a lot of what is it called? What is this pack called? I want to call it Country Living. Is it not Country Living? I don't know why I want to call it Country Living. It's definitely not Country Living. Maybe it'll tell me if I hover over. Now let me see. Packs. Cottage Living. I was close. Started with the C. Yeah, so I used a lot of Cottage Living stuff because we are in Henford. So I wanted to mix a little bit of both of Chestnut and Henford. But yeah, so a bunch of like baking stuff, bunch of kitchen decorations, stuff for the cats, large windows to the outside. I thought that was a nice touch. And then you come over here. We have yet to fill these, by the way. We're probably going to collect over time, but I thought this was also a nice touch because it kind of meets at the top and gives a contrast. I don't like to decorate houses up too much. I like the like furniture to speak for themselves, kind of. So I don't like to like do too much clutter. The living room is probably where it has like the most clutter, I think, at least. But this is the living room. I went for a more modern because I felt like this was more for like the daughter. She grew up like reading a lot, and the furniture that they had was so old. She was like, let me help you, I got this. So yeah, I feel like this was her doing. And then you have the woodworking table for the stable boy to work on, because he does most of like the hardcore stuff. And then you go upstairs and you have the little hall. I put some pictures up. I put this up as like the founder or like the person who made the house. Some more pictures there. Oh, I hate when this happens. I don't understand why it happens, but it does. And then if you come over here, you have the parents' bedroom. Theirs is very like rustic, very country. They have just the minimal stuff, but I feel like it does well. Like you have his outside clothes, and then her fancy shoes, and then the actual wardrobe. You have a done-up bathroom, and then out here is the mom's crafting area. She is a painter at heart. She hasn't painted like extensively in a long time, but this is where she does her stuff and where her cats lay and watch her. I thought that was a pretty cute touch, putting the cat tree. And then this is the daughter's room. Very elegant, very not too much. I feel like a bunch of her stuff is like everywhere else throughout the house, so I felt like not putting too much in her room, because she doesn't spend a lot of time in her room. She spends most of her time doing other things. Like she's the type of person to get into like multiple crafts and like switch every month. So she has candle making here. She's very into like wellness. One thing right now that she's getting into is baking. She helps her mom with the gardening. She loves horses, but her dad will not let her ride horses. So right now they have a little baby, a little pony. And then this is the stable boy's room. This is where... Sorry, my cat is just getting comfy in a box right now. This is his little house where he spends his time when he's not working. And then this is supposed to be like a picture of like him and his mom or something, I don't know. And then a bathroom. Yeah, so I think he has it pretty nice for being a stable boy. He's worked for them. We're gonna say he's worked for them for 10 years, since he was like 13. They took him in. That's gonna be part of the story. But yeah, and then you have the cow. This is Clover. And then you have the chickens. This is Henrietta. Cuckoo, I think that's how you say it. Clara. Oh, I didn't get to name this one. Maple. Okay, that's cute. Fluff. And then we didn't get to name this one either. Nope, we can't have two Henriettas. Okay. What if we name this one Henny? I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, and then we have Salsa. For the horsey, this is Nevada. A little baby. I didn't want to make them an adult because I wanted to give them time to like grow and actually like build a personality. So I was like, we'll start with the baby horse, and go from there. I don't know if I want to get another horse yet. I might wait on it and see, but there are 2 stables just in case I decide to get another one. You have the crops over there, and then let me introduce you to the characters. So this is David Mills. He is the dad, Mr. Farmer, Mr. Dapper Farmer. He tries to be like hardcore but then spiffy at the same time. He's from very old money, and this house was like passed down generations. He takes very good care of it. He takes he takes a lot of pride in the home because it's held so many families. So he tries to do his best. It is so windy outside. Holy. The little tree that's outside my house is like on the verge of blowing away. And then you have his beautiful wife, Miss Pageant Queen. As you can tell by her sparkly appearance. She's, this is Penelope Mills. And she came from, like, I wouldn't say a rich family. I would say, like, a medium class. She didn't really have to worry about much, but her mom did put her through a bunch of pageants when she was younger. And, she did it a little bit with her daughter, but then as her daughter got older, she's like, I don't want to do pageants, and she respected that because she knew how hard it was doing pageants growing up. Her mom is very supportive. Her dad was very, like, against her marriage to David because he kind of knew how their family was, but he also thought that they were, like, had stuff to hide, so he was very like I don't know. But then David showed her dad how much he cared for her, how much he loved her, and showed that he was able to take care of her. So that's their story. Next, I'm gonna skip over. We have Ember Mills. She is a feisty one. Let me change her outfit really quick. She is a feisty one at heart, but she tries to be very sweet. The cat just taking a nice little doo-doo in the back. She tries to be very sweet, especially to her parents because they've given her so much, and she knows that they would literally do anything for her. So she tries to, like, how do you say, like, impress them, outdo herself, and just she tries to, like, please them. There we go. She tries to please them by showing them, like, hey, like, I can do all this stuff, like, trust me. She wants to show them that she can take care of herself, and that this is not necessarily that she doesn't need a man, but she doesn't need what her mom had, I guess, where her dad took care of her mom, and she's like, I want to be able to do what I want to do. So that's why she does all these hobbies and tries to get herself out there so she can make a little living for herself. And she goes into town and tries to sell her things, and I think she's very creative, very out there, very outgoing. Her traits are a horse lover. She loves horses, but her dad won't let her ride them again. She is family oriented, so she's gonna have this trait. And then she's very self-assured. Like, she knows what she wants, and she won't let anybody tell her otherwise. But yeah, that's Ember. She's so cute. I haven't played The Sims in a minute, so when I made her, I was like, oh my god. My spark for The Sims came back. And then I was very impressed with when making him, because I'm usually not good at making guys, but he came out so handsome. This is Esteban Galvez, and he has manure in his inventory. He's a rancher, a loner, and loves the outdoors. He is the last of the Galvez family. All his family had passed when he was younger. His father was gunned down in a gunfight. His mother got sick, and he had no other siblings. So one day, David found him, and he took him in and was like, hey, you can work on our farm to be able to live here. So they treat him good, and that's all there really is to it. The two little cats you see are Fifi. She is a Turkish Angora, and Patches, which I believe is a calico. And that is everybody. I'm gonna let this play while I explain like the family and everything. So, the backstory, or the storyline, not the backstory. The storyline is pretty much gonna be Esteban grew up with them, he respects them, but him and Ember are kind of falling in love with each other. And of course, her dad's like not gonna be okay with that, because Esteban's like a son to him, because he kind of took him in and took him under his wing and stuff. So he's kind of like, he doesn't know about anything yet. Can she not throw that away? So they're kind of trying to be sneaky about their love for each other, and they'll do like little like passings. The place is big, so it's easy for anybody to miss like what's going on between them. The dad wants her to marry a rich man and wants her to inherit the house and live in the house with the guy. So we'll see how the story goes. I don't know if it should be they end up together. Should there be a secret love child? Should it be like a right person, wrong time, and then she marries somebody else? This gameplay is gonna be so good because there's just so much to be had in this game. And I do have mods, so I do have like the pregnancy mods, Wicked Whims. Not him cross-stitching. What is up with everybody wanting to cross-stitch? Okay. And I'm gonna have him go out here and do something. She's gone to sleep. I can have him refill the feed. He likes to partake in the farming and all that as well. Like I said, he tries to be like fancy and dapper, but he's a rancher at heart. I think that's literally one of his traits. Oh no. It is love the outdoors though. So he does like to help from time to time. He's not like the do it all yourself Esteban, you know. And then you, Miss Ma'am, I'm gonna have you knit. I feel like that's a very granny thing to do. I'm gonna give all these to him. And I'm gonna have you make a beanie. You can give it to this little girl or something. They keep making a bunch of like random cross stitches. Okay, that one's not done yet. I think she even started one. Let me see. Oh, did she finish? No. No, she hasn't finished. I can resume it though. See, they have a little bit of romance, guys. They try to be slick, but they're not. I can't freaking. Okay. Go use. Most of our time is honestly going to be spent like here at the little like things that they have in town. Once the horse gets older, I'm probably going to have like the horse do competitions and things like that. But yeah, we're just going with the flow here. Everybody's just reading and doing random stuff. Cat's meowing at the fridge. It's a good day. I'm gonna have you go make something. I'm just gonna have him make a bunch of like horse sculptures. Let's go vote on some neighborhood action plans. Heck no. If we get water conservation or power conservation, I'm gonna be livid. Oh my god, I only have 2 votes. Wait. Upcycling. We wear bags. Free love. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, he's getting tired, so we're gonna send him off to bed. She is also tired. Send her off to bed. She's tired. And then, oh, he's like, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch, thank you. Okay, they're all heading off to bed. And we'll see what tomorrow brings us. What are you doing? You're married, why can't you go in the bed? I hope I made them married. Okay, yeah, I did. Yeah, that was weird. What's this girl doing? What? Okay, well he's not sleeping, he's being weird. So... what is this girl? There's just a rando in her house. What's going on here? Wait, I know they added burglars. I hope she's not trying to rob us. Okay, so... yeah, so I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'll see you in the next part. Bye, guys.